Hey guys, this is Statton.
Welcome to another Heart to Heart with Statton. Today's subject is going to be about picking sides. Now, what this is in relation to is the whole drama that seems to exist among everybody, no matter where you go. I'm no stranger to that. I know no matter where you go, whether if it's job related or just going out in public in groups and everything, there's always going to be some form of drama, and it's going to be also involve people that you thought were your friends and only to have them stab you in the back. Now, this is something that happened to me recently, not me as in someone stabbed me in the back, but it involved someone I care about. And the thing is with me and the type of with the profession I'm in, which I'm not going to get into details about, I can't just be a part of these type of fights, this part of drama, because that's for me to get involved completely would be equivalent to trying to put out a campfire by dousing it with gasoline. It's just not going to work. Sometimes the best way is to just avoid drama as much as you can. Now, I say as much as you can because it is impossible to avoid it completely. Oh, how I wish it could be avoided completely. But it just doesn't work that way. You can't avoid it. I mean, you can, but not completely. But the thing is, without revealing too much of the situation, because it's not, this isn't something that I should get too detailed in, but I can give enough for all of you to get the gist of what's happening. Is this person who I really care about at work, she is nice and she has great morals about her. Well, apparently someone else who she was friends with, or she thought was her friend, she knows that this person was doing something that she didn't approve of, because and there's no denying it. What this person was doing is wrong. Well, anyways, she tried, I think, to confront her about it, and her other friend didn't like that. So that's when their friendship died, and she started saying things about my friend behind her back. And I think she even got her in trouble a few times at work. Well, she opened up to me and told me these things. Was I mad? Oh, yes. But at the same time, I try to keep a level head to where even when I get angry, I try to see that there's a right way to go about things and a wrong way. Even if you're standing up for what you believe is right, there's still a wrong way to go about it. And so, with that said, I try to keep from fueling the fire. I'm trying to get things to die down. Now, I'm the type of person where most people that know me long enough know that I'm someone you can come to vent when you need to, that you can blow off steam, that someone you can talk to and just to get it all out. Well, anyways, after this person told me this, one thing I do know very well is, one, you don't want to be anyone's enemy if it can be helped. This benefits you in multiple ways. One, if you can gain everyone's trust, you can get information, which that sounds like a very selfish thing to put it, or a selfish way to look at it, but there's a method to my madness here. For one thing, And well, actually, I'll get into that a little bit later. Hold on, I'll jump back to this part of the subject in a moment. But the thing is, this person that stabbed her in the back was someone that was always friendly to me and would always smile and wave and try to make small talk. Now, this person doesn't speak a lot of English, and I don't, I don't fully, I don't fully know Spanish, so our our conversations aren't long. It's more like just small talk and move on. Well, she would continue to do that, but I knew for a fact that if I started acting cold, giving her the silent treatment, she would know something is up. And she would either do one of two things. One, she would either put two and two together and realize that the other girl talked to me about her, or she would question me until I would finally confront her. But there's no way I could do this without throwing my friend under the bus, which would only in turn drive this other person to want to continue to lash back out at her. So, to not make things worse, I would smile and wave, and if she would try to engage in small talk with me, I I would do the whole small talk thing, but then I would move on. Well, the thing is, she had been, my friend had been acting distant with me lately. I thought it was just because she was busy and a lot was happening, but as it turned out, she said that she saw me talking with this other person and it hurt her. It wasn't my intention to hurt her, but she finally decided to confront me and she said, "I thought you were my friend." And I told her, and when I mentioned my profession earlier in this video, I wasn't talking about my profession in the workplace. There's something else I do, but I'm not going to get into the details about it. But my other profession involves me to be careful in how I handle situations. Let me just put it to you that way. That I can't just be hot-headed. I can't just lash out at people. Well, anyways, she took the fact that I was engaging in small talk with this person, even when I wasn't the one that started the conversations up, that I was betraying her, that because I hadn't voiced out that I had chosen her side, that I was against her. This kind of gave me the vibe of, if you're not with us, you're against us, and that belief just doesn't always work. It doesn't always hold up. You shouldn't be in a situation where where someone puts you in a situation where if you're not with us, you're against us. For one thing, that just fuels the drama. It makes things worse. I had to explain to her that I'm not trying to be anyone's enemy here. That nothing is solved by that. Yeah, it is true. I am going to have enemies in life. That can't be avoided completely, but it can be avoided as much as possible, though. There's a thing called picking your battles. But also, the one thing that my friend did, she asked me, she said, when you talked to her, did she say anything about me? Well, the fact of the matter is, no, she didn't. But that's yet another reason why you don't go on the attack and give people the cold shoulder or confront them directly about it. It's like when you go in the workplace and you find out someone's talking about you behind your back. You don't just go up to them and confront them about it, call them out on it, because if you do, they'll just deny it. They're not going to admit to you. They're not going to look at you and say, "Oh yeah, I was talking behind your back." No, that's not how it works. This takes me back to the earlier part of the video where you earn the trust of as many people as you can in the workplace so you can acquire information. Because let's say hypothetically, this other person did start talking about my friend to me behind her back. She would never have done that to me if I had given her the cold shoulder or if I lashed out at her or was unfriendly to her. And she would never know. I would never know. That's where information comes in handy in the workplace. The more of it you can acquire, the better off you are. Not necessarily to be used as a weapon against your coworkers, but it helps build a greater defense for you so that nothing catches you off guard, so that you know what's going on. If I had been unfriendly or avoided her when she would come up to me and start being friendly, or anyone else for that matter, then I would if there was anything else happening, any chance that she would have told me anything, talking about my friend behind her back, because she didn't know we were friends at the time, I would have never known. And it would have only made things worse because she would have known something was up. Now, I do believe you need to stand up for what's right. I'm not saying, avoid all fights. You do need to stand up for what is right. But there is a wrong way to do it. And if you're standing up for what is right in the wrong way, it really doesn't matter if what you're standing up for is right or not. It's no longer about what is right. It's about how you're handling yourself. There's a right way to stand up for the right thing. There's always a right way to fight. And going on the attack and giving people the cold shoulder isn't always the right way to do it. Now, was what I did completely right? My honest answer is, I hope it was. I didn't mean to hurt her. And it bothers me that I hurt her. That was not my intention. Now, some of you may look at this as like, oh, you were just wussing out. You just didn't want to fight. And that you're no real friend of hers. Well, if that's how you look at it, I am sorry that you feel that way. But the fact of the matter is, I have dealt with so much drama over the last few years that I am literally tired of it. I mean, really, to the point where if I have to hear it, I mean, yeah, I'll let people vent to me, but I would be lying if I said it didn't give me a sense of fatigue. Where I just think we all need to start acting our age here. But with that said, I do side with my friend. And I wasn't trying to be friendly to the other person as a way of hurting her or betraying her. I was doing it for multiple reasons. One, to keep the drama from dying down. Because as far as I know, that situation between them two, though there's still friction between them, as far as I know, the other person has yet to say any more things about her behind her back and has yet to try to get her in trouble anymore. And if that be the case, I don't want to risk starting any of that back up. Yes, there are situations where the old, if you're not with us, you're against us, comes into play. But it doesn't work all the time. In fact, it doesn't work most of the time. There are rare times where it does. But the whole drama in the workplace and being put in a situation where you have to choose sides, that isn't one of them. Unless it's something really, really bad and it's already out of hand. So, when you're in the workplace, never feel pressured to choose sides. If your friends are really your friends there, they should understand that you are trying to do the right thing. You are trying to stand up for what is right, but you're trying to do it the right way. And with that said, you can it'll all be okay in the end. Once I explained my case to my friend, she understood. Once I reminded her of my other profession, that also gave her another realization of why I do why I did what I did. And she understands now. I'll talk and be friendly to every single person I can, literally every single person I can. And when drama rises up, I'll try to avoid it. If I can't avoid it, I'll try to make it die down as fast as I can. And if I can't do that, that's the time I stand and truly fight, but only as a last resort. I hope this video helps every single one of you that goes through these situations. My name is Statton. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember that you are not alone. And you all have yourselves a good day.